Hey, we are live. We are live. Back once again. It's your old buddy, the Dreamer. How's it going? So, my guests are running a little behind. So, in the meantime, I will just recap this morning while I wait for my guests to arrive. Happy Friday. I see somebody's watching, so say hi. Say hi in the chat. I'd love to know who I'm talking to. That'd be cool. Thank you. So, just to recap what I was saying in my live stream at 11 o'clock this morning, I listed out all the upcoming shows for Hanging with the Dreamer for this whole month of April. And just in case on the replay somebody's just seeing it, or on the replay somebody's just seeing this live stream, this would be the perfect time for me to run it down. Today, my guests are Kranion from Mexico, and I'm waiting for him right now. Next week, next Friday, on April 9th, will be Witchbound live from Germany. I'm looking forward to that. The good folks in Witchbound are real good people. They're nice people, and I'm very thankful that they're coming on my show. It's going to be really, really, it's going to be really informative. I'm not too sure else how to put that, but it's going to be really informative. Then Friday after that, which would be the 16th, would be Guest Appreciation Day. Fruitcake Tony will be my guest. And Fruitcake Tony is a wonderful creator who's been a follower of mine. He's at almost every show. And you know what? I appreciate him taking his precious time to watch me, as I appreciate all of you to take your precious time as well. Then, let's see. And speak of the man, there he is. Hey, Tony. I'm still waiting for my guests to arrive. So, I was just telling everybody, Tony, and when they'll hear it on the replay, the optimized for the replay, that Friday, April 16th, you will be here. So I appreciate your loyalty, and bam, here you are. This is why you're my next guest on Guest Appreciation Day. Also, in the following week, April 22nd, now that's a Thursday, and that'll be 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That, I can't wait either, Tony. It's going to be great. Now, as I was saying, on Thursday, April 22nd, 10 a.m., there's going to be a very special, that's Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's going to be a very special show. And the reason why I say that is because of I'm gonna have a special guest. I'm gonna have a couple different special guests. One special guest I'm gonna have, and everybody here in the chat knows her, and everybody who watches this on the replay knows her. Marcy Douglas will be joining me for a very special show with Thorsten and Björn from Dust and Bones, Germany's very own Dust and Bones. And we're all going to do a rig rundown. We're all going to talk about all of our guitars and pedals and guitar gear. Hey, Landshark Mark, how's it going, Mark? How'd your birthday month go? That's cool, man. I wish my birthdays were last whole month. Good job, Mark. Very good job. So that's going to be for for that week. And then also the very next day, on April 23rd, I will have Riot the Witness here at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if nobody knows who Riot the Witness is, check him out. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on social media. Check him out on Facebook. You'll be surprised. They are phenomenal. I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan of Riot the Witness. And Friday, I'm just looking at my calendar. Friday, April 30th. Friday, April 30th will be fucking monster. And that is going to be very special as well. So that's a quick rundown. Let's welcome to the studio Voos from Kranion. Hi, Voos.
Hi, how are you, man?
I am well. I am well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming on the show. How are you? How's everything going?
Fine. Just a little bit hot. It's really hot in Mexico right now.
Yeah. How hot is it? How hot is it in Mexico right now?
32 centigrade.
Wow. And we're just in spring?
Yes.
Wow. I'm sure sorry about that. Well, thank you for being here.
No, thank you for having us.
So tell me, what is the story behind Kranion? Did I say that right?
Yeah, Kranion. Yes.
Kranion. What's the history and what's the story behind Kranion?
Well, Kranion started like started being an idea 25 years ago. In my head, I was in a band with Toño, La Maligna, one of the guitarists of the group, and we met in that band, and the band didn't work. So I tell him to make a new band with the purpose of making a conscience, not just music to pass a good time. Music for make think people at that time we didn't have luck, so I quit music for 23 or 22 years, and we met 4 years ago, and we start this project Kranion, and in the 30th of March, we had our birthday anniversary. Sorry, 4 years with Kranion.
Wow, 4 years. Did that 4 years pass by quickly?
Yes. Well, this last year, no.
I understand. Yeah, this last year has just been. I'm not too sure, what's going on right now, but I do know this. I do know it can't last forever. And we got
Yes,
to hang in there. We got to be positive. We got to keep standing for what we feel. We got to keep standing for what's in our heart, for what we know is right. We got to keep having faith in our own creative vision, faith in our families, faith in our loved ones. And this isn't gonna. This can't. I mean, America, Mexico, and the rest of the world, it can't keep going like this. So this has got to end. Whether it's
yes, and it's going to end soon. I mean, we have some viruses before,
yeah,
and I don't know if this virus it was really as lots of lies, and I'm not a guy that believes in conspiracies and stuff like that, but
yeah, I mean,
it's too much things that are really weird. You don't know what to believe, no?
you
So
know.
so we know that this is not forever and it's going to pass real soon.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, I try to stay away from the conspiracy, theorists as well. I mean, but yet at the same time, it's just, it can't help you but make you wonder, make you question. How could this be so tragic for the whole world? And how can this whole entire situation be so devastating to other people if it's a natural disease? You know, it,
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, too many things too many questions. If you think about everything, it's too many questions that don't have a
an
perfect
answer.
answer. So
Hmm.
better not to question and just have faith.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So, on the question of faith, and since we're talking about Kranion, what are the goals? What are the musical goals for Kranion? What would Kranion like to achieve by the end of 2021, 2022?
To reach more people
Mm-hmm.
and to be heard for as much people as we can
Mm-hmm.
in all the world, not just America. And America, I mean the continent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so but we need to be released of this shit. you know, we still not playing alive, and
Right, right.
so. But we're working in our live sessions, and trying to do more videos, and we will keep doing whatever we can until we we get released, or however we can say to call this shit.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally understand. I totally understand. I think that that well, I know as a producer myself, and it's the creator and the show host for the show Hanging with the Dreamer. Sometimes inspiration it's for lack of better terms, it's a magical process. It's a magical thing because you're a songwriter, you're a musician. I've heard you guys. I've heard your music. Kranion's got a good thing going on, and I really like it. I really like the band's music.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
it's pure and it's organic and it's honest. So I highly recommend anybody who's watching right now from all over the world, and anybody who might catch this show on the replay, check out Kranion's links down the description box below this live stream. Check them out because I guarantee you'll like them.
Sure, we put our heart in on it.
You know, so tell me, what is the inspiration behind the music? What is the main element that inspires Kranion to write music like the band does?
Well, to put our let's say, I don't know how to say in English, to contribute, contribute.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make a contribution to the world in a good way, making the people think about stuff that we don't stop to think so often. You know, like not to think just in work and making money and or to take a look to the people that doesn't have a good life, like almost like all the people. We have a good life and there's people suffering in other countries or in our countries, but in other neighborhoods that are not as lucky as the one we live, or and we want to make people think in a better world.
Well, right now, the reason why I'm looking at my phone, I'll tell you, right now is because Charlotte is trying to join us on the show, and I'm trying to direct her in the right way to do it so that she could be here right now.
Okay, she's one of our managers.
Okay, that's great. I wouldn't mind meeting her, talking to her. That's great. So I'll be right with you.
Yes.
Phones. Okay. Hopefully she'll be able to make it. Hopefully. So what I wanted to ask you about, you're one of the guitar players, right?
No, I'm the singer.
You're the singer.
Yes.
How long have you been singing?
Since 19 years old, but I stopped singing when I was 27, and now I'm going to be 52. Yes, 52, and I stopped singing when I was 27, and I started to sing with Kranion like 4.5 years ago.
So where was the first place that the first gig, the first show that Kranion played?
Oh, we made our own concert of for to launch the band in 2017 in the 30th of March.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that video is we made an official video of the song Teatro de la Realidad, and you can see there that concert that we produced at that time.
That now is that the main video that Kranion used when they first met Curtain Call Promotions?
No, no, we have been with Curtain Call for 2 years, and
Oh,
so this is that video is already 4 years old. See?
if you could go to any distant land and perform, maybe on a bill with a festival with other bands around Latin America, where would you pick? What would be your choice?
Oof, there's so many places that I will like to play. Definitely the States and Canada. I will like to play also in England, Germany. There's a lot of places that I will love to play. Uh, see, too many places. Japan will be nice also.
Well, yeah, yeah. The Budokan, there you go. The Budokan. Can you imagine Kranion being on a bill with like two or three other metal bands from or hard rock bands from Latin America playing the Budokan?
Yeah, it will be. Oof.
That would be amazing.
Someday.
You know, I learned a long time ago that there's this term that I try to live my life by now.
Uh-huh.
I didn't used to, but now I do. I've always been told that if I believe something hard enough, if I work hard towards that belief, it will happen. And I will become a self-fulfilled prophecy. Have you ever heard that before?
Well, something like that here in my arm. You can see is Hebrews 11:1, and it's I have to say it in English. Faith is the certain of what. Es fe la certeza de faith is to be certain of what you want and to believe in what you can't see. So that's why it's in my arm. I'm a man of faith, and faith is to be certain, to really wish, and not quit in waiting for that thing you want.
Waiting. That's the key word right there. Waiting. And I got to tell you, know what? I believe that. I really believe that because I've discovered over the last 2.5 years, that I started my show out from not knowing anything. I just knew that I'm a musician. I love music. Music's my life as well. And I wanted to share that. I wanted to meet other people. That's all I knew. I knew that I wanted to do something good. I wanted to contribute. I wanted to be positive. That's all I knew. 2.5 years later, I am absolutely amazed and blown away by what has happened for my soul in just 2.5 years.
Congratulations, man.
You know, happy,
Imagine,
happy.
I'm going to be 52, and I just start at 48 with this thing again, and I'm doing it, and it's going and it's going well. It's I'm happy, and the good things always come in the right time, not before, not after, just in the right time.
When
So
it's time.
yeah, so it's so that's why you can't keep waiting. You can't sorry, you can't you need to wait the
Right,
right
right.
with faith and believing, and it will come at the time that needs to come.
When the stars cross, when the stars come together, that's when that ray of light shines. I really believe that. And yeah, I've seen reflections of my own life that shown that when I thought back, when I reflected on, say, the last 10 years, 11 years of my life. And I think about the importance of cherishing every single little moment, every single little thing that happens as a result of faith, as a result of standing on your own, as a result of believing in yourself, even when sometimes people around you, all they do is question you. Well, come do this, do that. I'm like, you know what? This is what's going to happen. This is what has got to happen. It has to happen.
Yes, yes, because if you don't have a resistance against what you believe, what you want, you don't get strong enough to reach what you're looking for.
That's right.
So you need to pass the tests, for to grow, for to be stronger, and clear that here and here, the head and in the spirit and in the heart, and that's what will make the perfect time perfect.
Well, it is very what I like about this is what I really like about Kranion, and Charlotte is watching right now. Welcome, Charlotte. I'm sorry you couldn't be here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And I hope that you will continue to enjoy watching and listening today. Thank you, Charlotte. One thing I hear with the music of Kranion, I hear a band and music. Well, the music of a band that truly loves people and that truly loves the spirit that guides you, that guides the band. And it's evident. You can hear it. You put on some Kranion music, you lean back, you close your eyes, you can envision it. And that's because Cranion's the real deal.
Okay.
And because I guarantee you, if hi Charlie, the boss.
Thank you. Hi.
All right.
Is with B like this and double O.
The boss.
Not boss like up. Is with this B and double O. Is because I always hide to everybody saying vos, o sea, huevos. It's it's a sign we do here in Mexico. It's a joke, so that's why they start to call me boss, because I always say boss, but not it's not boss like the chief or no.
That's great. That's great. See, that's what I mean. I mean, you're just honest and straight up. I gotta tell you, I've been around for a little bit, and I've met a lot of people in my life, and I met some honest, straightforward, hard faith believing people. I met some people that are um, were not, and well, I've met a lot of different people in my life, and even myself, I used to be a different person when I was younger, but something happened, and that thing that happened for me can't explain
Well,
because
something happened to me also when I was
yeah.
23 and changed me because I was different.
Hi,
uh,
JG. So you were different.
yeah, I was just thinking, having fun, sex, all the stuffs of the 80s. That it was
Yeah.
well, it was the way we grew up, surround about all that learning of bad learning. I don't know how to say it in English.
Uh,
we was always in the movies, in the videos, in the songs, that you will have you for to be a right, a cool guy or whatever, you would sex,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
drinking, fun.
Sex, drinking,
Uh,
yeah.
well, but your how to say in English?
Well, you're trying to live out. You're trying to live out all these movies and all this
Yeah,
music and all these things that you really love and you're really into, and you want to be a part of that and you want to be that. So you do it.
yeah.
And that's what you're talking about, right, Charlie?
For to be a rocker, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. No, it was
The only way.
but well, something happened to me, like happened to you, and you
Yeah.
look things through the spirit, and it's different. And I'm happy that I start to see the things different, and that I'm different now, because if I wouldn't be here if I didn't have that thing that happened to me at that time. And I'm glad that happened, and that I am different now.
And how you doing, Anthony?
Hola, ¿cómo estamos?
How are you, Ant? It's been a while. How are you holding up, man? Yeah, I had Anthony on. And from seven. I like Anthony. He's cool. I like Anthony. We had a good chat. Thanks for
Hola.
being, Anthony. I'm waiting for you to come back, man. Come back. I want you to come back on the show, man. So what's new, Anthony? Soy bueno. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
Muy bien, Count.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Gracias, Ant. Thank you, gracias, Anthony. the you know, we're talking about that little change,
Yeah.
Charlie. That a lot of I. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Just let me know. You have my cell number. Give me a text. Give me a call. Let's get you on. Me gusta tu música, espero. Let's see. Compartir el
Escenario digo,
escenario
Kranion.
con Kranion.
Sería un gusto. It will be cool, delightful always to play with new people to us.
So, you know that light. When lately, I've been talking to. I've had the privilege and the honor to talk to a whole bunch of musicians from Germany lately, and a lot of the bands that I've been talking to, a lot of the musicians I've had the honor and the privilege to meet are very gifted, wonderful, wonderful, creative souls, and they're wonderful. I love them all dearly. They're great. And as a matter of fact, next Friday, if you have time, tune in because I will have Stefan on
Okay.
from Witchbound, and you know what? I love that. I love that band. I like to see. I
Okay.
like to. I would like to see. You know, I would like to see like Kranion on a bill with Sainted Sinners and Witchbound and gosh, Seven and Surrender Stella. I think that would be like a real. That would be a good mix. You know, I really
Oh,
think that'd be a good mix. Yeah, yeah. The music certainly has a lot in common, and it's heavy. It's powerful. It's true. It's honest. I love it. I just love it. I love it. I love all of it. I love all of it. I just can't have enough.
uh, well, if we desire, it will happen.
You know, the so as a singer, what is your guitarist, your guitarra? What does he use live?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
No, that's okay. They're your guitar player.
Yeah.
What does he use live? Does Kranion use big stacks of amps or just what kind of gear does Kranion use live? The
Live?
yeah, the musicians.
Ah, that's a good question. I am not the right one to answer that. Uh, but I will send you the answer because the ones that are really on that are the La Maligna and now is not. We used to play with El Muñeco. He started the band with me, but
Hmm.
he is not with Kranion anymore because of this pandemic, this virus. He couldn't be with Kranion anymore. So now we have a new guitarist. It's a girl. Uh, Her name is Lucy, and he, she's playing with us now. And well, so you will see her in soon in our new next video.
Pipo, are you there?
What?
We're being joined.
With people? People?
People. Hey, people.
I
How are
made it at
you?
last, my friends.
How are you, people?
Fine, fine, at last. I got connected. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, people, for being here.
At last. Here I am.
So we were just talking about, well, several things. But
Yep.
what are what's your approach? What's your inspiration behind music?
My inspiration behind music is to be powerful and to share things with the people. Share like things like peace, like passion, like all those things. And my background is hearing the Who at the age of 10, and that's what the things begun for me and for all my friends. Hearing the
Hmm.
Who, Quadrophenia, and all those records.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So I we have another comment in the chat. Let's check this out. We can also it's at.
Easy.
All right,
But
Ant. That's awesome. The well, we were talking about have you experienced people in the music creation process? Have you experienced a moment where you just kind of sat back and you got bumps on your arms and you started like going, oh,
yes,
and you got chills and you're just like, oh, now that's special. And you knew in your heart that has that happened to you?
yeah, yeah, but since a lot of time ago, and when I was a little kid, I experienced that process and making lyrics for several bands. And here in Kranion, I wrote some lyrics for the new record, and I
Hmm.
experienced that chills behind your neck when you're writing some lyrics and some melodies, and you realize that that song is going to be heard by a lot of people. So it's great for me to be here.
Yeah. Well, are you kidding? Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, people, for being here today. You know, life's too short. And especially with that last year plus, we need all the positive energy we can get right now, So I'm glad you're here, people. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So we were talking about various other bands. I know that I've been listening to that I'd like to see someday, maybe on the same bill with you guys with Kranion. I think the music pretty much lines up the same way. It sounds the same somewhat. The music all sounds like it can go together and stuff. But if you had your chance, people, to who would be the bands or the artists that you would want to be playing a show with?
Well, wow. I would love to play with Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, uh, sharing the bills with those guys. I mean, can you imagine opening an act for Page and Plant? Whoa, mind blowing, my friend.
Hmm. I'll tell you, really, that's
The
as
ultimate
far.
gig.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, easily. We have someone else. Both just cantante people.
Yep.
Well, thank you for being here, El Canon.
Thank you
Carnel,
very much.
did I say that right?
El, el,
Carnal.
el canal Pandita.
Yeah, El Canal Pandita. Thank you for being here. Thank you. My name is The Dreamer. This is my show, Hanging with the Dreamer. Consider subscribing, smashing that bell notification, because the shows that are lined up for the rest of April are gonna be amazing. I can't even describe them right now. It's gonna be good. But today we are talking to Kranion. And
Yeah.
thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
It's an honor, man, to talk to you. You are a nice person, and we will, at least me, and I think people will say the same. It feels a really good vibe to talk to you.
Well, thank you. No, I thank you. That means a great deal, and I'm glad that you feel like that. And I'll tell you why. Because, well, besides on the human standpoint, I'm thankful to meet both of you as well. I'm going to start offering my show for bands to perform live on when they're able and when they're ready, and when they're able and when they can, and whether it's all in one room or via live stream, that everybody's on separate webcams, but to perform live here on the show. And I always make that offer to everybody that comes on my show. So I'd like to make that offer right now.
Oh, sounds cool.
Kranion.
Of course, whenever you want, we can arrange something.
That would be great. That would be great. And I would love nothing more than to be able to share your music with the world, and with the people that my show are starting to reach. And it would be an honor for you guys to come back, for Kranion to come back to my show and perform. I would love to have that.
The honor will be for us, and of course, man, you say frog and we jump.
Nah.
You say frog.
Fucking jump.
It's like a Mexican old saying.
No.
Whenever you say that, it's a Mexican way to say whenever you want, whenever you say, we will.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice. I would love to have Kranion back and play live. I'd love to be able to give Kranion a platform to be able to do that. And if anything, just to keep your chops up and keep your voice up. And I would love to be able to do that anytime that's possible, you know. I'm going to start to look to do that in May, because all the rest of my time slots are filled up for April already. But God is good, and I'm going to start doing that in May. So every Friday in May, and every month after that, unless I have to change for one reason or the other, that'll be the time slot of Fridays, 3:00 Pacific Standard Time. So who can tell me what the meaning of the name Kranion? What does Kranion mean?
Crane.
It means crane?
Yeah, but in Latin, I think, or Greek.
Skull.
It was Greek.
Skull.
Crane. Yeah. Skull. Crane.
Skull in Latin.
Greek. Latin?
Yes.
So Kranion means skull.
Yeah.
And what? Cranium. I got it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's
Quítate el palito, güey, para que veas. People,
Great.
Just
It's called playing.
yeah.
you could be playing with us, man.
Yeah.
You could be the bass player, man.
Where's your bass player at now? Where people? Voos?
Uh,
Where?
Oh, Carla is in a trip. You know, here, everybody's in vacations, and she went to a trip to Cuernavaca, so she couldn't connect. There's no signal in where she is.
There's no sign. There's no sign of where she's at.
Yeah, signal.
at the mountains
Oh
in
no.
Cuernavaca.
Oh, there's no signal.
Signal.
Okay.
I understand. Well, hopefully that will change. You know, and so people. What people? What do you play?
What do I play? I
Yeah,
play drums, and I
you
get the
play.
name. I get the name by the age of 8, and with a doll called People. It was a toy from my very early times, and I look alike that doll, and
Hmm.
they put me that name on People. So my real name isn't that, but it's fun.
So what can you tell the good folks in the chat that are watching that will see this on the replay? What's your dream? What is the drum kit that you're using right now?
I'm using a customized drummers based that's the brand drummers based drum kit with a 24-inch drum bass drum and 13 air tom and 2 18 plus 18 and 60 plus 16 floor toms and a snare drum that's like 7.5 plus 14
Hmm.
brass snare. That's
Well,
the drum kit I'm using right now.
so the last time before this whole nightmare last year started, the last show that Kranion has been able, played at, did you have your drums mic'd up with mics on them?
Yep, we have we have 2 drum kits, one in the studio and one on the garage when we recorded that sessions. And
Mhm.
before this nightmare, I was playing with a Pearl drum kit that was set in the studio. So we were keep on going the machinery, you know. So we mic'd the customized drum kit and began to play the recording sessions and the live sessions with the customized drum kit.
So, what kind of during the recording of Cranion's latest music? What kind of effects were used on mixing the drums, like a compressor, like a room or real light plate reverb? Do you know?
Um, we used we did the live drum sound. We didn't use a lot of compressors or delays or something like that. It's more like a more live sound of the drum kit. So I tune it very well. And if you have a 24 bass, you must sound like a thunder. So we leave the natural sound of the drum kit.
Have you ever done any research, people, on the way John Bonham got his drum sound,
Of course.
especially for when the levee breaks?
Yeah, I heard a lot of stories. If you put the drum kit on the hallway of a big construction, you have a very big reverb about it. So I experiment with that sound, and my drum kit is very what can I say? My drum kit is based on the Bonson sounds,
Mm.
24, 18 and 16 four tones, big cymbals. So it's my hero, man. So I get those drums sound like that.
Oh, know something? Everybody in Zeppelin's my hero. I grew up on, and I idolized when I was younger. And I have a picture of Sir Mick Jagger right up above the my webcam here. But and I have a picture of Jimi Hendrix over here. Kind of keeps me on track with guitar things.
Yeah.
And I need a picture of Jimmy Page up here somewhere. I That would be great. I have oh I should have had it ready. It's like a lithograph, a black and white lithograph about, let's see, well, about that long, that wide, about like that.
Wow.
Jimmy Page with his back turned, and he's standing there on the edge of the world looking out at the constellation, at the universe. And he has his wizard suit on with the moon and stars, and
And the dragons. Yeah.
mm.
Black one, no?
And
The
the
black one.
artist, yeah, the artist that made that for me, that hand painted it for me with watercolors, signed it. It's one of the most powerful pictures that I have. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate that into my little space,
Yep.
because I really need a picture of Jimmy Page. I like to find a picture of Jimmy Page from Sun Remains the Same and physical graffiti era, like playing the theremin, you know,
Yeah.
playing the theremin. I have a theremin,
You
and
have a theremin? Great.
yeah, as a matter of fact, very
Do you know
sorry.
how to play a theremin, man?
Well, yeah,
It will be great to play that, man.
it's any real music person, musician knows what this is.
Yeah, it's the I remember a whole lot of love
Yeah,
with that thing, with the
yeah,
distortion sounds in the hand and the
yeah.
beautiful. It's great. The sun
The
remains the same.
echoes.
The last year. Yeah, a
So
couple pounds of pepper.
I guess you could say I'm a Jimmy Page fan.
Yeah,
I've always been a Jimmy Page type player anyway. But yeah, I talking about our heroes, and talking about has either of you guys had that experience of meeting somebody and just
well,
knowing that there's something really different about them? You can't describe it, but
yeah.
they're
I
not
was
trying to be different or anything. It's just that's the spirit, the aura that they put out. You know.
I played in a festival called Baja Proc 2005,
Mm-hmm.
and and the bill was Cole Palmer and his band, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Cole Palmer and his band, and we went to a party with that band. We went to a party, and there was Carl Palmer drinking a beer. Can you imagine Carl Palmer, one of the biggest drummers in the world, drinking a beer in
Amazing.
front of you, like inches? And talk like friends. We talk like very old friends. Like if he
Mm.
knew me for a long time, it was great. It was mind blowing, mind blowing. It was one of my heroes there, talking with me about drums and how kind of cymbals that I use or he used, and he allowed me to play his gongs. It was great. It was great. It was mind blowing.
Mm. Mm. What about you, Voss?
No, not me, not yet.
If you could meet somebody and if you could sit down and talk to somebody, who would it be?
Uf, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama el vocalista de Foreigner? El anterior.
Lou Graham.
Lou Graham.
Yes, yes, Lee Graham. He, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like him a lot.
That's the thing about music. Music is universal,
Yeah,
and even when somebody's listening to a band and they cannot or maybe are not able to understand or quite make out what the singer's saying, that same person can listen to the music
yeah,
and the music will just guide them and draw them into so that they can feel the singer and they could see the story that the singer is trying to portray, that the singer is singing
yeah.
about.
It's like us. We are Mexicans, and when we were young, you start to listen to rock music that it was in English, and you couldn't understand a lot of the things. Also, because the hard rock or heavy metal, it's fast, no? And for the people that doesn't have English for
Speaker.
yeah, for language, well, it's hard to understand. So it's the way we start to listen to rock, not understanding but feeling it.
So have either you people or boss has ever seen Santana live?
No,
Yeah,
you to see?
yeah. Santana were in Mexico in the 80s. I think it was 88 or 87 in Querétaro. And then I went there, and it was great. It was great. The guy played with such feeling that you can imagine. You can imagine that magic that came from him. From his fingers only. It's great.
I've seen him live a few times. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's this thing, this
Yeah.
natural spirit. It's just a spirit that comes out of him. And either somebody has it or they don't have it. There's no in between.
Yep.
And when somebody has it, their face just glows.
It's the magic of music. You can be touched by a guy who lives in San Diego or San Francisco by only one note, and the sustain of that note can impact you on your soul, even if you don't talk any word about in English or any word in Spanish or whatever. You can be touched by the note. You can be touched by the rhythm. You can be touched by all that magic that is in the music. It's great. I think it's one of the most magical things in music. That thing. I mean, can you imagine a 8-year-old guy from Mexico by a drummer who lives in England and in '79? It's great. A little kid hearing Quadrophenia album and then be touched and decided to play the drums for the rest of his life. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing. See, that's another thing that when I listen to the music of Kranion, that's something else that pops out at me,
Yeah,
and
great.
I see that. I feel that, your hearts, your passion, and how much you love and believe in the band, in the music, it shows, and it's powerful.
Thank you
It's
very much.
it's powerful.
Thank you, man.
You know, I I I I, I see things in a outer worldly sort of way just because that's where my life is taken.
Yep.
It wasn't by my choice. It just happened.
Yep.
And I can only tell I can tell everybody in the chat, for those that are watching right now that know me, that know who the dreamer is, knows what I'm saying is truth. And the music of Kranion will touch you. It
Oh,
will touch your heart. It will touch your soul. The music of Kranion will impress you, and the music of Kranion will inspire you. Check out the links in the description box below. You will thank me later. Just do it.
Thank you,
You
man.
you'll
thank you very
thank
much.
me later.
It's from heart to heart, you know.
I I can only say what I know. I can only say what I see, and I can only say what I feel. And I'm very thankful. And I'm very privileged and very thankful to have Kranion on the show today. Thank you very much, guys, for being
Thank,
here.
Thank you.
thank you for having us. And like I tell you before, you you have a really, really, really good vibe. You know, uh, even though we are not in the same room, I can feel it. You're nice.
I just thank you. I just me. I know what right here. I know, and I feel. I I can see. I can see, and my sister says it's a gift that I have. You know, and it is a blessing. It's a blessing, and I see the same thing in both of you, and I am very humbled and very thankful that you guys came on the show today.
Thank you very much
Thank
to
you
you.
very much.
So the in May, I would love to I'd love to have Cranium back and be able to have Cranium perform. If the band would like to perform, to have Cranium perform, I would be honored. I would be honored
The
for
deal, my
Cranium.
friend.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
deal.
Yeah, we arrange something. Uh, uh, we, we 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 need to see how, but of course we will.
It's a deal.
Thank you guys. So real quickly before we end today, is there anything you want to talk about or anybody you want to give a big shout out to? Now would be the time.
Well,
Um,
we want to thank all the people in your country, in the states, because uh, a lot of people from the states write to us in Instagram and in Facebook, and
Yeah.
we love you guys. We are neighbors, you know. We have a lot of your presence here in our country, and we know that we have uh, you have a lot of our presence there, you know, the cultural things, and we want to thank all of you that write to us and that listen to Kranion over there.
well, and here we are in this world to bless each other. So let's bless each other. If whatever you want, whatever you can, bless each other. So the music is one way to bless other people, and we want to share that blessing with you and with everybody who stands in front of us. So thank you very much. God bless you. Don't be afraid. We're here for you, and you are here for us. And
Yeah,
peace. Yep.
absolutely. Absolutely. I just want to, before we end, I just want to give a quick shout out to Gigi and John and Sal over at Curtain Call. And I also, Curtain Call Promotions, also want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Fruitcake Tony, who will be here in 2 weeks on Fan Appreciation Day. I love him. He's great. You guys got look up his show, Fruitcake Tony. He's got a show that he bases all around guitar picks.
Okay.
And the name of his show is Show Your Pick.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. It I would have never thought of that. That I thought that was pretty awesome. So he's also got a brand new show called Van Halen Town or Van
Yeah.
Halenville. Sorry, Tony. Halenville.
Halenville.
Halenville, yeah.
Halen.
Yeah, it's all about Van Halen. It's great. It's great. It's great. So my way of thanking him for always being at my shows, and he's watching right now. Thank you, Tony. Or
Oh,
catching
Tony.
up the replay.
Oh, well,
The-
we also want to say hi and send a hug to the people in Curtain Call Records, Gigi, and everybody. Thank you. Hi.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
And Tony will be here because I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all my followers, and every month I want to have somebody on for Guest Appreciation Day. It's just something I'm gonna make time for because it's important. And I also want to give a big shout out to El Porto Records, to my guest next week, Stefan, Natalie, Witchbound. I can't wait to meet you both. I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to hear Witchbound. Well, actually, I've heard the music. I can't wait to meet the people. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be awesome. And also, Circus of the Dark Modeling Magazine, that now is publishing 2 of my shows a month. I want to give a special shout out to Jay Remy, Jay Lamb's Remy, Circus of Dark Radio, #1 radio show on Rock Rage Radio on Facebook. So I want to give a big shout out to Jay, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody else that I've been talking to. Let's line up some shows. Let's rock and roll. Maybe get a couple bands on together or something. I'm definitely open to that too. So I want to get some musicians playing together. That would be cool. Let's do it. We can do it. I can make it happen. We can do it.
Of course.
If everybody wants to do it, we can do it.
Let's rock and roll.
Absolutely, people. So I would like to thank you guys, Essential Guitarist Group. I can't forget them on Facebook. Bill Eagleson. Any guitarist that wants to find a home on Facebook, check out the Essential Guitarist Facebook group. Check out El Puerto Records. Check out Curtain Call Productions. Check out Jay Lamb's Remy, and Circus of Dark Radio, Circus of Dark TV, and Circus of Dark Modeling Magazine. Contact Jay for any of your advertising concerns or advertising desires. He'll be more than happy to help you. Also, I want to give a quick big shout out to Personas Electronics for always having the gear to make this show happen. And I also want to give a big shout out to Sweetwater Music and Lindsay Becker over there at Sweetwater. You're an angel. Thank you, Lindsay, for all your help. Thank you, everybody. And if you hold on, I'm just going to. Oh, we got a comment in the chat. Kranion, your first city, Phoenix. After that, the world, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Hi
Let's do it, my
to
friend.
everybody in Phoenix.
So would that be Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah,
Yep.
I love Phoenix, and we have people over there that care of us, and we care of them.
That's great. Yeah, Phoenix. A lot of people live in Phoenix. Alice Cooper lives in, and his wife live in Phoenix.
Yeah,
Great.
The metal
Yes,
guy, Rob Halford, live in Phoenix.
yeah. Alice Cooper has a radio show over there, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he also has Coopersville, which is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal restaurant, and it's a
Okay.
phenomenal environment. Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. Definitely.
We're gonna be there soon.
I hope so. I want to be there soon. Me and my wife be there. Yeah, right? It'd be great. I want to take my wife to Cooperstown. That would be fantastic. Well, guys, I'm just gonna. I thank you again. Check out the links down in the description box below. Thank you, Kranion. Thank you, Voos.
To you, man.
Thank you, people. Now, I don't think I'm saying this right, and in Spanish, an I is pronounced as E, right?
Like Pipo?
Pipo.
In English, it's Pipo.
A-I-O-U?
Pipo. So the right way to say is people, because it's a doll, as I say. It's a doll called People, and that came out when I was a little kid. So it's like a subname. It's not my real name, of course. So it's like Bonzo, and the people they call me People, like Bonzo People. You know, it's my my subname. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Voos. Thank you, people.
Thank you, man. A big hug.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And I can't wait to have you guys back. I'm looking forward to sharing the music of Kranion with the world, and it will be my honor. Thank you, guys. And I hope to see you in the chat room next week. I'll be sure to put you guys up on the screen. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Big hug, man.
Big hug.
Ciao.